I call this meeting of the Alvin Independent School District to order. Let the record show that a quorum of board members is present, that this meeting has been duly called, and that notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551. Welcome. This is a huge crowd for a June meeting. Thanks for being here. First item on the agenda, number 2, is the administration of the oath of office to newly elected board members. So we will invite Judge Merkel to come up. Tiffany.
Solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the duties of office of Alvin ISD trustee, position 5, okay, and that for the state of Texas, and I will to the best of my ability I'm just trying to remember protect and defend the Constitution and the laws of the state of Texas and of the United States. I further solemnly swear or affirm that I have not directly paid, offered, or promised to pay, contributed, nor promised to contribute any money or valuable thing, or promised any public office or employment as a reward for giving or withholding a vote at the election in which I was elected. So help me God. You want to do it again?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, so at this time, we will ask Mr. Humbird to lead us in the invocation and the pledges, if you'll please stand.
Bow your head. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us all together tonight to do what's best for the district. Please let our decisions be what's best for the children in this district. Lord, give us all a safe ride home. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Mr. Humbird. And we will turn the time over to Ms. Rives to present our commendations for the evening.
Okay, good evening, board, and all our guests in attendance. We have quite a few commendations today. As I call your name, feel free to come up, and we'd like to get a picture with you. And parents, this is your time to come up, take as many photos as you would like. We've got a lot of friends that are being recognized tonight for all their awesome work and their dedication to what they're doing. So we're going to start out with the Alvin High School Junior ROTC. So the Alvin High School Junior ROTC physical fitness teams participated in the National Youth Physical Fitness Competition at Fort Indianatown, Pennsylvania. On May 18th. They are now the #1 overall male and female physical fitness program in the nation. That is a big deal. Awesome people. They have brought their stuff with them, their bling that they receive. That's pretty amazing. We're going to call your name, so as we call your name, come up and get your certificate. Detrail Dunning. Okay. Nathaniel Flores. Okay. Gustavo Garcia. Vicente Garcia. Daniel Taylor. Angelica Alvasis. Brianna Clark. Kaylin Landry. Dominique Luna. Ariana McKenzie. And Alejandra Sainz Hernandez. Great job, and we will get some photos.
I'd just like to tell y'all right now, I'm First Sergeant Garcia with the JROTC program. Our program is about making outstanding young men and women. Not only are they number one in the nation, however, our 3 young men that are out there in their top 25% of their class, they already graduated. The one in the middle that's scratching his head, he's going to Angelo State. Due to his father being in the military for 21 years, he's got a fluoride. Daniel Taylor, he is got an NROTC scholarship. He's going to Texas A&M, $180,000. Corps Cadet. Scholarship, Corps Cadet. Gustavo Garcia, he is ranked in the top 20 in his class, and he's going to University of Houston. He got a $29,000 scholarship. The young man that's not here right now, Mr. Dunning, he graduated. He's also going to Lamar University, because we're not just talking about getting them in the military, we're just setting them up for the future of what they're doing. And our only senior out of our girls is Dominique Luna. And something very special about her, she received her associate's degree, dual credit. And while she had to make a decision either to go with us to Pennsylvania or walk with the ACC and get her associates. And I said, whatever decision you make, we back you 100%. And she said, I can't leave my team. I can't leave my family. This is what our program is about. Thank you very much. Let's make a wish.
And parents, feel free to come up if you'd like to take a picture. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Are they twins? Yeah.
Wonderful. Our next is the Technology Student Association, and when we call your name, if you'll please come up. The Technology Student Association is a national organization of students engaged in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Teams is a one-day competition for students in middle and high school that allows them to apply all their knowledge and skills in those areas. The 2019 National Teams Competition, featuring the theme, The Engineering Brain, will be held during the National Convention, scheduled in June, towards the end of June. So it's near Washington, D.C., and these students will be attending. In addition to the events that they'll be participating in, they'll also advance to nationals in chapter teams, CAD architecture, architectural design, and forensic technology. So this will be the first time that Alvin and Shadow Creek have advanced to nationals, and the second time for Manville. The following students will be attending the 2019 National TSA conference for that. And so for Alvin High School, we have Melanie Barboza. If you're here, please come forward. Mariah Castillo and Miguel Ortiz. For Manville High School, we have Yesbella Domingo, Mike Sanchez, Dominic Garcia, Jordan Vaughn, Ethan Jolly, Mackenzie Fazenbaker, Christopher Salceda, Sophia Castro, George Hernandez, Cassandra Bush, Sandra Martinez, Maxine Woods, Victoria Guerrero, Matthew Atterbury, Elijah Walker, Jonathan McChesney Fleming, Anastasia Treat, Caitlin Garner, and Victoria Reed. Those are our Manville High Schools. Let us get a picture of these and then we'll call up the next school since there's quite a few students. So. Okay, thank you very much. Good job. And I'm not sure if Miguel heard his name, I'm sorry, but congratulations. So now for Shadow Creek's school as well for the same thing. We have Amber Baltimore, Micah Yang, Jacob Nguyen, Jerry Leo, Daniel Garcia, Robert Leo, Luisa Bea, Jonah Bautista, Bianca Acosta, Marcus Tabera, Andres Garcia, Fidel Alela, Osman Tabora, Abelardo Camacho, Trinity Clark, Mahama Aquifas, Jovic Sanchez, and Roman Herrera. Congratulations to all of those. If you'd like to get a picture. Okay, thank you to all of you. Board, a student at Shadow Creek High School has won her district's congressional art competition. Jessica Liu's piece, titled Cloudy with a Chance of Rains, will be displayed at the U.S. Capitol for an entire year. Texas U.S. Representative Pete Olson announced the winner for his district on May 6, 2019. The contest began in 1982 to provide members of Congress with an opportunity to encourage the artistic talents of the young constituents. So great job, Jessica. Also, the following students qualified and were selected from 900 applicants for the 200-member Texas Choral Directors Association All-State Junior High Honor Choir. They will perform this summer at the TDCA convention in San Antonio. So those are Quinn Summy and Abigail Landgrave. Good job. And she is from Fairview Junior High, so way to go, Abigail. Good job. Also, at the UIL State Track Meet, Manville High School's Caleb Marlborough became the 24-5A state champion in the triple jump. He competed in the triple jump. And he is a state champion. Congratulations. Wonderful job. I like that medal. That's pretty awesome.
That means you jump from one wall to the other.
I think so. It's a pretty big medal to get. So, now we'll move on for the staff commendations. So, for this, I'd like to invite up Kyle Knight. He's with our Pennies for Patients, and he has brought some certificates for some of our schools that have participated in this campaign this school year. So would you like to come up? Would you like to say a word? Okay, great.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak for a brief moment regarding the participation of schools in Pennies for Patients. My name is Kyle, and I work for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And this year we had 12 outstanding schools participate in our Pennies for Patients drive to raise life-saving dollars for blood cancer patients in need of support. What I would like to do is just thank the board for allowing me to speak and recognize these schools. as well as just speak on behalf as a graduate of Alvin ISD to say that I'm extremely proud to see EC Mason, to name one of the campuses. I used to go there at Manville High School, and of course, one of our top schools, which I'll save for the end. We'll give a little drum roll for them. But I'll recognize them. I'll start from least amount to highest amount raised, to just give everyone a shout out. If I could ask the representatives that participated in Pennies for Patients to just come to the front to receive your certificate, and we'll just take a picture at the end as well. So thank you for your support. And without further ado, let's go ahead and start with our first campus, Nolan Ryan Junior High, for raising $326 this year. Next up is Manville High School for raising $130. We have Dr. Ronald E. McNair Junior High for raising $777. Fairview Junior High for raising $876. Red Duke Elementary School for raising $1,403. Hood Case Elementary School for raising $2,006. Pomona Elementary School for raising $2,375. Don Jeter Elementary School for raising $2,392. Alvin Primary School for raising $3,145. EC Mason Elementary for raising $5,123. And a special shout out to our top school, Alvin Elementary School, for raising $5,331 this year. Could we please give these schools one more round of applause for their efforts this year? Sure.
Thank you. Many of our administrators had a prior engagement today, so that's why some of them were not here, but we are very glad that y'all were here. Okay, the Alvin ISD transportation fleet was recently named to the list of the 100 best fleets in the Americas by the National Association of Fleet Administrators. The 100 Best Fleets Award is open to all government fleet operations, including cities, counties, states, and school districts. The award looks for fleets that continually improve their operations through innovation, safety equipment, accountability, and the use of technology, to name a few. Only 4 school districts in the nation were named to this year's top 100. This is the second year in a row that the Alvin ISD fleet has made this elite list, thanks in large part to the efforts of Assistant Director Mark Schwackhammer and Fleet Manager Andre Montez. Congratulations. So if Mark, Andre, and Jeff Dungan would please come up.
Thank you.
Great job, thank you. And that concludes the commendation portion. And next, we would also like to recognize the Alvin ISD Education Foundation. It's a nonprofit educational corporation organized in 1998 for educational and charitable purposes exclusively for the benefit of the Alvin ISD School District. The memo of understanding that the foundation has with the district states, the foundation shall annually provide a cost-benefit evaluation to the district regarding the district's investment in the foundation and the foundation's use of this investment for educational or public purposes. This evaluation shall be presented annually to the AISD Board of Trustees at the public meeting. David Becker, the foundation president, will give the presentation, so along with the foundation board members.
I know y'all probably wanted letting him speak. I'm on my best behavior. And it's the incoming president. Not quite president yet, but Amy is out of town tonight, so I'm happy to fill in for her. And with me is a lot of our board members that do a lot of the work behind the scenes, help with all the events tonight. So if we can give them a warm applause, please. The Alvin ISD Education Foundation is here to give our annual board presentation for the 2018-2019 school year. As part of the agreement between the Alvin ISD Education Foundation and Alvin ISD, the foundation gives a cost-benefit evaluation annually to the Board of Trustees. This year, the foundation celebrated our 20th birthday. How about that? A lot of you weren't even born, I guess. We are proud of where we have been, all that we have accomplished, and are looking forward to continuing to make a difference in Alvin ISD. Our goal continues to be supporting the students, the staff, and the programs of Alvin ISD. Our volunteer board works hard to make each event successful so that we can give back more and more each year. We fund innovative teaching grants and campus grants, scholarships for teachers and paraprofessionals that are continuing their education. We also support programs big and small, all to make Alvin ISD the best district it can be. During the 2018-2019 school year, the foundation gave back $278,000 in grants, scholarships, program support, and staff support. For perspective, the first year that innovative teaching grants were given, the total was $21,000. This year, the total was $83,000. That is one example of how we continue to grow in our commitment to making a difference. Since beginning, we have given just under $800,000 in innovative teaching grants and campus grants, and we are well over $1 million given back through all of our programs. We want to thank the school board for supporting us and for all that you do. We are thankful for the partnership that we have, and we can't wait to see what the future holds. Now let's give them the check.
Thank you. That's awesome. Oh, Shirley is. Thank you, Education Foundation. Your work is immeasurable, and we appreciate you so much. Okay, after all that fun, now we will move on to, in the agenda, item number 8 is open forum. Do we have any? None, okay. Item number 9 is a consent agenda. Are there any items from the consent agenda that board members wish to pull? Okay. Hearing none, is there a motion to approve consent agenda items A through F? There's a motion by Ms. Wennerstrom. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Humbird. And do we have any comments or questions from the board? Okay, hearing none. All in favor of approving the consent agenda items A through F as presented? Motion passes 7-0. Thank you. Item 10 on the agenda is a request to consider approval of the 2019-2020 Student Options Extended Year Program and funding.
So Board, the options program operates under a flexible year or flexible day program through TEA. The grant is for supplemental funding for the options program. The application is made annually, and our proposed schedule for this, and just so that the public understands, on Mondays through Thursdays, it's from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. that students in the options program may come in and do their schoolwork. On Fridays from 8 to 5, and then Saturdays, if needed, from 8 to 1. Once approved, or if approved by the board, the district will then be allowed to collect ADA funding from TEA through this flexible day program.
Okay, thank you. Is there a motion to approve the 2019-2020 Alvin ISD Student Options Extended Year Program and funding?
So moved.
There's a motion by Ms. Pickren, and is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Harris. Do we have any questions from the board? Okay, hearing none. All in favor of approving the Options Extended Year Program and funding as presented? Motion passes 7-0. Thank you. Item 11 on the agenda is a request to consider property and student insurances.
So our property insurance for the annual cost last year was $1,399,987. And so the submission and recommendation for this year was for the 2019-2020 school year is $1,673,149. The increase in premium is approximately 5%, which is $273,161, and it's the direct result of global reinsurance market. So our insurance rates aren't based upon our claims, it's based on globally what's happening. And so, like I said, I learn something new every day. It's based on fires across the United States and the world, floods across the world, storms, any catastrophes. So an increase of $86,537, or no, I'm sorry. Let me repeat that. So an increase in $86,537,203 in total property value. So by adding new buildings and new schools, our increase has gone up in property value, and we're recommending that Arthur J. Gallagher be awarded the bid for our property insurance. In addition to this, our student insurance, we're requesting that the brokerage store be awarded the bid. They work closely with Houston Methodist, which provides several benefits to our student athletes, UIL participants, and our athletic department. We feel that continuing this relationship will cause no disruption to our program.
Thank you. Is there a motion from the board to approve the property and student insurance as presented? There's a motion by Ms. Wennerstrom. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Scheibel. And do we have any questions? Okay. Hearing none, all in favor of approving the property and student insurance as presented? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. Motion passes 6 with 1 abstention. Thank you. Next on the agenda is a request to consider the award for guaranteed maximum price for high school number 4 in Iowa Colony.
So the Alvin ISD building programs, Huckabee Architects and Gamma Construction receive competitive proposals from subcontractors and vendors for the construction of High School 4, which will be in Iowa Colony. After review and evaluation, Gamma Construction has submitted a guaranteed maximum price amount not to exceed $132,450,766.
Thank you. Is there a motion from the board to approve and authorize the superintendent or her designee to review and execute the final negotiated amendment to Gamma Construction's manager at risk contract not to exceed $132,450,766 for construction of high school number 4 in Iowa Colony? That was a lot. Do we have a motion? Thank you. Motion by Ms. Metoyer Peterson. Is there a second? Second. Second by Ms. Harris. And are there any questions from the board? Okay, hearing none. All in favor of the motion as presented? Motion passes 7-0. Thank you.
Thank you, Board.
Item 13 on the agenda is a request to consider personnel items FNCA local policy revisions.
So, Board, the FNCA local policy is simply an update. Since we've revised our dress code, it updates the language about the student conduct dress code. The policy contains revised language in the purpose and general guidelines areas and removes obsolete or old sections that no longer are applicable. So for more information, you can visit the dress code in our student handbook or FNCA legal.
Thank you, ma'am. Is there a motion for approval to be granted for FNCA local policy revisions as requested? There's a motion by Ms. Winterstrom. Is there a second? Second. Second by Ms. Scheibel. Do we have any questions or comments from the board? Okay, hearing none. All in favor of approving policy revisions for FNCA local? Motion passes 7-0. Next is a request to consider personnel.
So, Board, these are the teachers and staff members that have been interviewed over the summer and recommended for hire for the 2019-2020 school year.
Thank you. Is there a motion for approval for the requested personnel as presented? There's a motion by Mr. Humbert. Is there a second? Second. Second by Ms. Metoyer Peterson. And do we have any comments or questions? Okay, hearing none. All in favor of approving the requested personnel as presented? Motion passes 7-0. Next on the agenda is a request to consider personnel items. This would be administrative appointments for an assistant principal at Wilder Elementary.
So Wilder Elementary has an opening for assistant principal, and we had a committee that interviewed, and the recommendation from the committee is Mr. Jesse Brown. Jesse currently serves Alvin ISD as a school counselor at McNair Junior High, and previously he was at Nolan Ryan Junior High for 2 years as a counselor. Prior to that, he opened York Elementary as a counselor, and he also was a teacher at Mary Merrick prior to obtaining his position as counselor. He has 13 years of experience in education, all which have been in Alvin ISD, and so Jesse is the recommendation, and the committee's confident that he'll be a great leader to assist the administrative staff at Wilder Elementary.
Thank you. Is there a motion from the board to approve as assistant principal at Wilder Elementary, Mr. Jesse Brown? There's a motion by Ms. Winterstrom. Is there a second? Second. Second by Ms. Scheibel. Any questions or comments? Hearing none. All in favor of approving Mr. Jesse Brown as assistant principal at Wilder Elementary? Motion passes 7-0. Congratulations.
Jesse, you want to stand up? Jesse. Jesse's wife also works for us. She's an instructional coach, Lindsay. And then they have 2 boys, correct? Yes. So Jesse joked when we visited yesterday, he said now he's been at all the schools out there, Wilder, Merrick, York, Nolan Ryan, McNair. So, we'll have to figure out what other ones he'll eventually. Thank you, Jesse.
Very good. Congratulations. Item number 16 on the agenda is a request to consider administrative appointments for assistant principals at 2 high schools. We're going to do them separate.
Yes, yeah, let's do them separate. So the first one is at Alvin High School with Karen Taylor being named a couple of weeks ago as Alvin High School principal. There was an opening, and so we filled that. And then with Christy Kennard, it's Christina, but Christy Kennard. Christy currently serves Alvin ISD as a teacher at Alvin High School and previously taught students at Duke Elementary. She has also taught in surrounding districts as well as taught homeschool students. She has 9 years of service in the field of education and comes highly recommended by the committee and Ms. Taylor as an assistant principal. Christy also has 5 students that attend Alvin ISD schools. I can't remember, Christy, what you told me. I know there's 2 at Manville High School. Is there going to be 2 at Manville Junior High and 1 at EC Mason? Yay. And actually, you may recognize her as we visited. Christy started talking, and I'm like, wow, I know her husband. So it's a small world. So we're recommending, the committee's recommending, and we're recommending Christy Kennard for Alvin High School Assistant Principal.
Thank you. Is there a motion from the board to approve Miss Christy Kennard as assistant principal at Alvin High School?
So moved.
There's a motion by Mr. Humbert. Is there a second? Second by Ms. Wennerstrom. Do we have any comments or questions? Okay, hearing none, all in favor of approving Miss Christy Kennard as assistant principal at Alvin High School. Motion passes 7-0. Congratulations.
Christy, you want to stand up? I know her children are very proud of her, as her husband is as well. They're all here, right, Christy? Y'all want to stand up? Thank you. Okay, the other assistant principal position, oh, no, it's not, I'm sorry. We'll go to the, oh, okay, let me see if it's in order here. I must have passed it. Did I pass it up? Sorry. They're combined, I'm sorry. Went right past it. Okay, the other assistant principal position that's open due to retirement is at Shadow Creek High School, and the committee's recommendation is Monisha Rosby. Monisha currently serves Alvin ISD as an administrative intern and teacher at Shadow Creek High School. She previously taught in HISD and Fort Bend ISD. She's an adjunct professor at University of Houston Downtown, and she has been in the field of education for 7 years. She feels confident about serving the campus where she's been teaching and serving as an admin intern, and the committee highly recommends Ms. Rosby to be the assistant principal at Shadow Creek High School.
Thank you. Is there a motion from the board to approve as assistant principal at Shadow Creek High School, Ms. Monisha Rosby?
So moved.
There's a motion by Ms. Harris. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Pickren. And do we have any questions or comments? Okay. Hearing none, all in favor of approving Ms. Monisha Rosby as assistant principal at Shadow Creek High School? Motion passes 7-0. Congratulations.
Stand up, yes. Congratulations. Ms. Rosby's husband also has volunteered at Shadow Creek to do some public service stuff for us, so we appreciate it, and thank you for your service as well.
Item 17 on the agenda is a request to consider an administrative appointment for associate principal at, which one's first?
Alvin High School.
At Alvin High School.
So the associate principal position is becoming available, and so the committee interviewed applicants, qualified applicants for the position, and the recommendation from the committee is Ms. Cammie Day. Cammie currently serves Alvin ISD as assistant principal at Shadow Creek High School. She previously served as an interim assistant principal at one of our campuses and also as a teacher in Alvin ISD, Pasadena ISD, and in the state of Florida. She has 14 years of experience in education, and the committee is very confident that she'll be a great leader to assist the new principal at Alvin High School as an associate principal. So the committee's recommending Cammie for the position.
Very good. Is there a motion from the board to approve as associate principal at Alvin High School, Ms. Cammie Day?
So moved.
There's a motion by Mr. Humbert. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Harris. And do we have any questions or comments? Okay, hearing none. All in favor of approving Ms. Cammie Day as associate principal at Alvin High School? Motion passes 7-0. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Cammie was stand, there she is. And her husband's with her tonight, Robbie. And then are your girls here? They're at BBS. Oh, okay. Congratulations, Cammie.
We have another request for an administrative appointment for an associate principal at the J.B. Hensler College and Career Academy.
So with the move last board meeting of Brandy Johansson being named as associate principal at Assets, that left an opening for JBH for associate principal, and the committee's recommending Ms. Heather Heil. Heather currently serves as Alvin ISD assistant principal at Alvin High School. She previously served as assistant principal at Manville Junior High and a teacher at Rodeo Palms Junior High, as well as teaching in Pearland ISD. She has 11 years of experience, and Heather, while she's been at Alvin High School, she's overseen the CTE division there, or the teachers, and so the committee feels confident that she'll be a great leader to assist and lead the JBH teachers, CTE teachers.
Very good. Is there a motion from the board to approve as associate principal at the J.B. Hensler Career and Tech Academy, Ms. Heather Heil?
So moved.
There's a motion by Ms. Scheibel. Is there a second? Second by Ms. Wennerstrom. And any questions or comments? All in favor of approving Ms. Heather Heil as associate principal at the J.B. Hensler Academy? Are any opposed?
I abstain from voting.
Abstention, okay. Motion, thank you. Motion passes 6 with 1 abstention. Congratulations.
You want to stand up, Heather? So Heather has 4 children, and they're all here with her husband and her mother tonight. And if you've heard Poppy, 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 it's one of the little boys up here calling for Poppy. So thank y'all.
Congratulations. Okay. Item 18 on the agenda is a request to consider an administrative appointment for an assistant principal at Alvin Junior High School.
So there's an opening board at Alvin Junior High because Jennifer Anderson, that was currently an assistant principal, is moving over to Alvin High School into one of the openings that Ms. Heil just vacated. So the committee has recommended Karen Chauvin. Karen currently serves Alvin ISD as a math instructional coach at Fairview Junior High School, where she served her entire career in education. She began as a special ed paraprofessional and then began teaching. Karen's been in the field of education for 10 years, and the committee is confident that she'll be a great leader at Alvin Junior High to assist the administrative staff. So that's our recommendation for the position.
Thank you. Is there a motion from the board to approve Ms. Karen Chauvin as assistant principal at Alvin Junior High? There's a motion by Ms. Wennerstrom. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Matoyer-Peterson. And any questions? Hearing none. All in favor of approving Ms. Karen Chauvin as assistant principal at Alvin Junior High School? Motion passes 7-0. Congratulations.
Karen, you want to stand? Thank you. So both of Karen's, as we were visiting, both of her boys have graduated from Alvin High School, and they benefited from CTE programs. And Karen is a big advocate for CTE. So we talked a lot about getting kids in junior high introduced to the CTE strands there. So thank you, Karen.
Very good. Thank you. Item 19 on the agenda is an administrative request to appoint a principal for Rodeo Palms Junior High.
So with the naming of, or appointment of Aniqua Flowers from Rodeo Palms to Manville High School principal, that left a vacancy there. And the committee interviewed and is recommending Ms. Tanya Patterson, who currently was serving as associate principal at Alvin High School. Tanya previously served as an assistant principal at Alvin High School and a teacher at Manville High School, correct? Manville? And Alvin, for a total of 11 years in education, as well as she was employed by Region 4 and several universities. So the committee is confident that she'll be a great leader to lead the administrative staff at Rodeo Palms Junior High.
Very good. Is there a motion from the board to approve as principal of Rodeo Palms Junior High, Ms. Tanya Patterson?
So moved.
So motion by Mr. Humbert. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Harris. And any questions or comments? All in favor of approving Ms. Tanya Patterson as principal for Rodeo Palms Junior High? Motion passes 7-0. Congratulations.
Please stand up. Congratulations, Tanya. Her daughter actually just finished her 8th grade year at Rodeo Palms. Is that correct, Tanya? And will be going to... Y'all want to stand up, kids? No? Okay. The 8th grader will be now attending Manville High School. Is that correct? Okay. Both of them will be at Manville. Congratulations.
Very good. Thank you. And next on the agenda is our superintendent's report.
We've had a lot of exciting things going on since the last meeting, and congratulations to our class of 2019. On May 24th, the Assets Academy graduated, and then May 25th, Alvin High School, Manville High School, and Shadow Creek High School walked across the stage and received their diplomas, and we want to congratulate them. This is the beginning of the next step in their lives, and so we're very excited for them. The week prior, the campuses walked the halls of their elementary schools on their annual senior walk, and this is always so special for our students, but also for them to go back and thank their elementary teachers and see some of them that are still there. The Alvin ISD Education Foundation honored the top graduates and teachers, and tonight Mr. Becker talked about the different things that the foundation does, but this is always a very special time for our students, our parents, our community members that support our schools and support the foundation. They hosted their 18th annual celebration at Liberty Alumni Hall at the Alvin ISD Heritage Complex in Iowa Colony. And I just can't say enough good things about this event. I believe we all attended, and it's just a special time for our students and parents. The employee recognition ceremony was also held that last couple weeks of May. The hard work of the school district employee can oftentimes go unrecognized, but on the evening of May 23rd, Alvin ISD educators and staff were recognized for their dedication and commitment to every student. And we wanted to congratulate all of our winners and also our retirees that put in so many hours and days and years and time to our district and our students. The state vase, there were a total of 8 Alvin ISD students representing Alvin ISD who advanced to the State Visual Arts Scholastic Event competition in San Marcos on April 26th and 27th. Of the hundreds of submissions in the regional contest, these students advanced to the state contest for submitting superior works of art. So congratulations. Our one-act play at Shadow Creek Ensemble Cast, under the direction of David Sowert and Waldron Archer, performed the one-act play Water by the Spoonful. The CAS was a region qualifier and second alternate to state. This is a record-setting third year in a row for an Alvin ISD campus to qualify for the Region 1 Act play, making Shadow Creek High School one of the top 16 5A theater programs in the state of Texas. And we're very, very proud of them and all of the work that they do and the directors there. The Wilder Elementary, Jesse, are you listening? Wilder Elementary wins both the Blue Bonnet Rumble and the 2x2 Tumble. So that means, Jesse, you have to read all 20 Blue Bonnet books and the 2x2 Tumble books. For the first time, Wilder Elementary won both for the third year in a row. Well, it says for the first time, and then the third year in a row. They are the only school to win this award more than once and the only school to win both in the same year. So congratulations to Wilder. And then, also, our wonderful book bus program is in progress, and I believe tomorrow at Morgan Park, if you want to see Mr. Humberg read. I think he's on the schedule for tomorrow, Trustee Humberg. Yesterday, the Alvin ISD book bus began its 6-week summer tour of the district. The book bus has many guest readers signed up, including principals, administrators, board members, and elected officials. I think Representative Thompson is on the schedule to read at some point. So we have several celebrity readers over the summer, and we want to thank the foundation who helps to fund this as well, and our librarians throughout the district who help to organize the buses along with Ms. Passarella and Ms. Igo, and they help staff the buses also in the locations during the summer. So thank you to our Alvin ISD librarians. And then one final note that's not in here, Dr. Martinez has had his class that he teaches at University of Houston come this evening, correct? Do you want to introduce or just say a little bit about it?
Sure. So we have 8 students from the University of Houston that have their current either district leaders or campus leaders in surrounding Houston area from Pearland, Tomball, South Fair, HISD. They're studying in their doctoral program, and so part of that was they got to attend the school board meeting, so we're happy to host them. And look forward to them doing great things in the Houston area.
Yeah. So welcome to Alvin ISD. That concludes the report.
Thank you. Okay. Do any board members have future agenda items you'd like to request? None? Okay. At this time, I was asked to request that all newly appointed administrators please stay here for pictures, the official pictures, and we, the board, will excuse ourselves into closed executive session pursuant to Code 551.074 to deliberate on the officers for the Board of Trustees. Okay, item number 23 on the agenda is the election of board officers and request to consider check writing authority. I would like to make a motion to approve the following board officers. Earl Humbird, President; Vivian Scheibel, Vice President; Tiffany Winterstrom, Secretary. And this includes check writing authority. Is there a second?
Second. I didn't know if we needed a motion.
Right, I made a motion.
That's the motion? Okay, second.
So second by Ms. Matoyer-Peterson. And any questions or comments? Okay, all in favor of approving the Board of Trustee slate of officers as presented? And any opposed? Okay. Motion passes 6 with 1 opposed. Thank you. Okay, item 24, is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion by Mr. Humbert, a second. Second by Ms. Winchester. All in favor of adjourning. Motion passes 7-0. Thank you.